Hi everyone, the 2021 Australian Superbike Championship has been run and won, and joining me today is none other than Ollie Bayliss. Hi Ollie.
Hey Tom, how's it going?
Good mate, how are you?
Good, good, good.
All right, the last round of the Bend wasn't so great, was it? How was your weekend?
We had a pretty good shock at the Bend. A couple of injuries leading up to it, and then blown up bike. Well, close to a blown up bike in race one, and just kind of wasn't myself in race two. So it sucks after having the weekend we had in Darwin, but you can't win every race that you do, and yeah, it's a big learning weekend.
So 2021 was disrupted due to COVID, like pretty much everything, but you still finished fifth in points, and of course you got that maiden win in Darwin. How do you reflect on 2021 and riding the big bike?
Yeah, we had an actually really good year. We got unlucky in two races, so two DNFs. It probably took around 15 points off us each time around, 15 or more points each time around, and so it sucks that we didn't get to make the most out of the championship. But in saying that, it's a massive learning year for the team and myself, and yeah, I wouldn't like to do it with anyone else. And now we're taking on the next journey, going over to World Super Sport on the Ducati V2, and yeah, hopefully smashing over there.
Yeah, so obviously next year you're joining Barney Racing Team in the World Super Sport Championships, right? In the Ducati Pagani V2. So
Yep.
tell us how that all came about and how the move came.
It was weird, like because we were planning on going overseas pretty soon, and we didn't have an exact time of when, but we decided after Dad's replica bike got released, it's the exact same motor and everything, and yeah, we're pretty much just taking it from then. And Dad had a ride on kind of the same bike that I'm testing at the moment and loved it. So when the opportunity came up that Ducati were putting a bike into World Super Sport, Ducati were putting a bike into World Super Sport and MV as well, we decided to yeah, go to where the family blood is and yeah, move from there.
So you've got Ducati in your blood, obviously through your three-time world champion father. Did they come to you? Did you go to them? How did that come about?
I'm gonna have to ask Mum for this one. I don't even know.
Oh, it's a bit of a sneaky one, isn't it?
It was just a discussion, I think, between Troy and Ducati, and I think it was probably known that I would end up on Ducati, and between them all, they thought this was probably the best opportunity for him, the best learning curve.
Well, that's it from the boss.
Special comments from Kim Bayliss in the background there. Well, you did a sneaky test, didn't you, mate? After the Bend,
Yeah.
How did that go?
I loved it. It's probably my favorite bike I've ever ridden, to be honest. Just we never ridden it. We just kind of threw it all together, and yeah, I ended up really liking it and going pretty fast. So that was our first down, so I can't see us, doing any worse than what we did. And yeah, from now we'll just take positive steps, learning the bike, and then I'll get on my simulator and start learning the tracks for next year.
So what did you like about it? So you love it so much. What did you like about it?
Well, first things first, it's a lot easier to ride than a superbike, especially after 4 big days of riding. We jumped on the 600 and it was just like a blast. I could wheelie it, I could stop it, and then like through some of the back section of the Bend, it's really close to the superbike because it's just corners, if not a little bit faster, and then you just lose it on the straight. But the corners are a bit more fun anyway.
Yeah. Okay. So what happens now? So obviously you're going to Europe next year. So when do you move? Where are you going to live? And what are your expectations for 2022?
Yeah, so we're planning on moving over late January or early February, and me and Dad will be starting off by living in Ravenna, and then I think when the mid-season break happens, he'll come back to Australia for a bit. So he's just going to help me get set in, and I don't know, expectation-wise, we don't know how the bike's going to compete against the other bikes, and I'm sure it's going to be good and one of the fastest bikes out there, definitely. But it's just going to be cool to get back in that atmosphere like the wild card that we had at the start of last year. It ended up going all right. We once again blew up a bike and before the race, which sucked, but we were showing good pace, and I think next year we'll be able to do the same, just with more experience and gaining a lot of experience from riding the superbike.
How's your Italian?
Real bad. I can speak, what can I say, some of the bad words, and that's about it. I can like have maybe a 2-year or what, 1-year-old's conversation.
It's like ciao.
Yeah, ciao. That's it.
What are you looking forward to about living in Italy?
It's going to be really good because over there they're getting along. Like even with COVID and everything, they're still getting along with everything. Whereas in Australia, we're struggling to get. I mean, for the past 2 years, we haven't had more than 5 rounds.
Yeah.
So I think us staying here is just we were already on a steep learning curve, and we're kind of just been sitting at the bottom because we haven't been able to really do a whole lot. So it's going to be good living over there, training over there. We're going to have a couple of mates from Australia and from Europe, which will be good. And yeah, it's just going to be a cool atmosphere.
All right, mate. Well, we wish you all the best. We're going to definitely stay in touch, and we can't wait to cheer you on. And we'll see you back here in Phillip Island for the World Superbike round, also World Supersport round, when that happens in 2022. So all the best, mate.
Cheers. Thanks, Tom. Thanks.
All right, that's Ollie Bayliss. We'll be going for it in 2022.